Good afternoon, fans. Welcome to the LB Gym. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Ken Gould men's action here. Game 2 of the day, Mount Allison Mounties and the Mount St. Vincent University Mystics. We are just about set for the starting lineups. I'd be even more set if I found my pen that I just heard drop on the floor. There it is. Circle the starters here on my roster. Kwame Asidu, first starter, number 1 for Mount A. 6 is Jonas Monroe. 7 is Brennan Devereaux. 14 is Ryan Norris. And 24 is Rashawn Ferguson. A bunch of changes there in the starting lineup for Coach Mitch Weber. Starters for Mount St. Vincent. 5 is Isaac Matheson. 7 is Jaden Smith. 13 is Sam Gillett. 20, Keegan Fearon. And 24 is Jackson Smith. Officials for this one: Spencer Jeffrey, Matt Whipple, and Dave Gallagher. They're the 3 in charge of all goes according to Hoyle. If you don't know who Hoyle is, pick up a pack of playing cards. Give it a little Google. Quick jumping Ferguson wins the tap, controlled by Ryan Norris. Mounties in the garnet and gold, wearing the garnet colored jerseys today. Monroe left that one short. Devereaux fights for the rebound. Brendan Devereaux kicks it back outside for Asidu. Jonas Monroe caught with the toes in the tulips that time. Right off the bat, out of bounds. Gillett on the drive. Short, tap, no good. Monroe collects a carom, ahead for Norris. Asidu. Through the hands of Ferguson, into the hands of Matheson. Matheson off glass for 2 in the end, 1. Foul on Kwame Asidu, the first foul of the game. We haven't even played a minute here yet in this men's action. The Ken Gould. 2 more games to come after this one today. Asidu's pass a little too strong. Thought maybe tipped on that. No, guess not. Matheson, a little flip off the glass. Matheson 5, Mounties 0. Sean Ferguson. He's been attacking the rim here all weekend long. Kwame Asidu with the putback. Jackson Smith missed. Ferguson with the rebound. Ryan Norris from well beyond the arc drains it. Jackson Smith with the score. Very veteran team here for Coach De Palma, and there's Matheson with the takeaway and lay-in. 7 of 9 for Isaac Matheson to start out here. And it's a quick timeout on the floor by Coach Mitch Weber and the Mount Allison Mounties. Right back, just out of this timeout. Nine-5 Mystics early going. Early timeout for the Mounties. 7:48 on the game clock. A little adjustment there against the pressure. Monroe handling against Matheson in the middle. Ferguson looking for Devereaux. Asidu on the drive. Nice score by Kwame Asidu. He's got 2 buckets here early. Speaking of buckets, there's Matheson. He's got 7 points. We haven't even played 3 minutes. Monroe fouls Jackson Smith. Second Mountie foul. First on Monroe. 14 on the shot clock as Jackson Smith inbounds for Farron. Matheson back for Farron. There is Devereaux with the knockaway. Norris, Ferguson. Back outside Monroe. Norris, quick move. Look for the finger roll. That time it's Ferguson on the offensive glass. Devereaux missed. Monroe with the tap into the hands of Asidu, and there's going to be a foul on the Mount. It's going to go on Jackson Smith. Jackson Smith says, hey boys, we got to get on the boards here. Let's go. Make from the outside. I think that's Devereaux on that shot. I was watching in underneath. 10-9 Mounties against the Mystics. For Farron on the finish. Nice delivery from Jaden Smith. Ferguson with a quick attack off the glass for 2. I really like the way Rashawn Ferguson's offensive game is rounding out here for Mount A this season. Farron with the walk. Gabe Powder, the first sub for Mount A. Check in here will be for Rashawn Ferguson. Powder started yesterday. Monroe out of the post, 6 to shoot. Norris behind the arc again. Too strong that time. Jackson Smith gets out the Windex, wipes the boards. Matheson tries to step through on Powder, no good. Back outside Gillett. Well defended by Monroe. 10 to shoot. That one is up, around, and out. Powder on the boards. Monroe, fake, drive. Can't get it, that one to go down. Jaden Smith for Isaac Matheson on the lay-in. Give Matheson 9. Powder, 3. Three answered from Jaden Smith. Just calmly takes what the defense gives. Asidu picks up the dribble, hands it off for Devereaux to Monroe. 7 to shoot, pass into the Mountie bench. Simon Tector and Rashawn Ferguson in for Mount A. Adam Callahan and Demerick Mercer in for the Mystics. Great to meet for the second time Adam's dad here just before this game. In from Cape Breton. Love to make the connections with folks that listen along online, and Cape Breton connections are to be cherished, that's for sure. Ferguson again on the attack. Demerick Mercer on the rebound, ahead for Jaden Smith, who lays it in. Asidu. Tector for the rebound. Off to Ferguson. Ferguson. Inside for Tector. That's going to be a 3 seconds. Blake Jamal Kador checks in, 6'4", 10-inch forward for the Toronto, Ontario, and the UCB Capers. Speaking of Cape Breton. Pardon me, that's the CBU Capers. A little dyslexic this morning, I guess. Or this afternoon, whatever it is now. Feels like I've been here forever, and it's only game 2 of day 2. Norris for 3, too strong. Powder on the boards. Ferguson keeps his dribble alive. He's going to go against Matheson. Not a bad looking shot there from Ferguson off glass. Just didn't drop. Jaden Smith floater. So good at just taking what the defense give is Jaden Smith. No rush to the game whatsoever. Tector tries a 3. Rebound Matheson off for Jaden Smith. Ferguson rebounds the transition 3 miss. Ferguson pulls up from 18. Mystics +5. Mercer, Callahan, reliable shooter. Callahan helps on the offensive glass. Again, the patience of Jaden Smith. Didn't make the shot, but a real calm release. Norris. Oh, I thought that one was dropping through for Ryan Norris. Jackson Smith. Ryan Fearon check in for the Mystics. Kador with the miss. Rebounding foul on Sebastian Tector, number 13, who has checked in for Mount A. Adam Callahan with the take, rejected by Rashawn Ferguson. Folks, 2 more games to come here today. UNBSJ and the host Tommy's, women at 4, men at 6. Come on down to the LB gym, give yourself a little extra time to get parked. Busy around the gym today. And also, put a couple extra bucks in your pocket for the canteen here. Popcorn and hot dogs smell really good. Callahan again attacks. Can't get it to drop. Out of bounds off of Tector to the Mystics. And Jackson Smiths either got ants in his pants or he's calling the play there with the tug on the shorts. Pretty sure he was calling the play. And there is Jackson Smith on the release. Offensive foul called that time. Going to be the second on Jonas Monroe. 8.5 seconds left in the quarter. 5-point game. Bucket here would be really big for the Mystics. Mercer looks to give it to them. Outside, Smith does with a triple. That's a big difference, 8 versus 5. Take just a short break. We'll be back in about a minute and a half with the second quarter. Hi folks, welcome back. A little bite of a Mars chocolate bar there between quarters for me. A little shot of sugar here, keep me going. Thanks to Mars for sponsoring Tommy's here. Set to go to start quarter 2. Off the score to make it 8. Mystics can make it double digits with a score in the first possession. Kador down low. Size mismatch against Simon Tector. Kador goes to work and scores 2 points. Great recognition by the Mystics on that mismatch. Kador disrupts the shot, but a foul called there. And that will send Sebastian Tector to the line. Sebastian Tector out of Halifax. Foul goes on. Kador, his first. First foul of this quarter. Sebastian Tector misses the first. Makes the second. Subs in, Kwame Asidu in for Sebastian Tector. Simon Tector down. Jackson Smith makes the three. Lead pushed all the way to 12. Norris. Asidu beat the buzzer but didn't get the shot to go. Jackson Smith on the run. Nobody stops him. Right to the bucket. Ferguson tries a long one. Not sure that's part of his game. Knocked away into the hands of Ryan Norris. Cador elects not to challenge the Devereaux shot. And Brennan Devereaux lays it in for two. Demaric Mercer. Look good off the release. Callahan hustles for it. It's going to be out of bounds. Off of Simon Tector. And Simon Tector to the bench. We don't see Keith Rowan, number 2, in uniform on the Mountie bench. I can't see everybody down there today. He started yesterday at guard. Three-pointer made. And of course, Iman Adunya, 5th year, not available this weekend either. Demaric Mercer. Mercer will shoot 2. He's going to go on Ryan Norris, number 14. I think this has as much to do with the speed of the Mystics attack as it is on the Mounties' part, but I noticed a few times now that it seems like Mounties are getting beat back up the floor on defense. Not horribly so for lay-ins, but enough that the Mystics gaining just an ever so slight advantage. Demaric Mercer rattles them both through. Asidu for Ferguson and Monroe. Monroe and Asidu. See, there's the hustle right there. Callahan had it. Asidu didn't. Would have been a backcourt, but it resulted in a shot for the Mystics. Asidu knifes his way to the bucket. And Ferguson taps it out for Devereaux. Devereaux, fancy move. Blocked away inside. I think that's Gilmore, number 14, who had that block. Keegan Farron picks up a foul. Jaden Smith back in. Rashawn Ferguson on the line. Ferguson, not a great percentage from the line last year. Battled injury last year as well. 4 points, 5 boards, 1 assist. 42% from the field for Ferguson last season. Trevor Doucette out of Moncton High in his first year checks in. Something must be off there. I've got stats last year for Trevor Doucette, but I've also got that as his first year. Callahan with a triple. make it out to check my notes to see what others indeed do sets first year and where I got those little bit of stats from. Devereaux, Monroe, launch, rebound, and Mercer. Callahan beats everybody up the court and scores. Fouled shooting the three-pointer is Ryan Norris. Demaric Mercer says, yeah, that's me. I did it. Didn't really mean to. Ryan Norris to shoot 76% free throw shooter last year. Just about 9 points a game, 3 boards, assist and a half for the 6'6" forward out of South Carleton High School in Ottawa. (40-22) is our score, 18-point lead for the Mystics. It was close to the very end of the first quarter, 5-point game. Made the 3 at the buzzer, and then early 2 to open the half, make it double digits and not really look back. Callahan again, and on the play comes up with the ball. Passes it off to Mercer for the score. Timeout. Mounties, their second of the half. They're stuck 20 all of a sudden. And a coaching staff, Mitch Weber, Sam Drummond, and Ryan Chase. Chase many will be familiar with as coach of the women's team at Mount A a few years ago. That team that went undefeated and then lost here on this court in the finals to Mount St. Vincent University. Stepped away from coaching at the collegiate level, but back as an assistant to Mitch Weber here. Great basketball mind is Ryan Chase, and it'll be interesting to see him in that secondary chair. We just worry about some of the X and O's and whatever Mitch Weber gives him. We'll let Mitch worry about some of the higher order items. Powder for Norris. Norris attacks, went for the underhand shot there. I'm not sure why just didn't go real strong with that. Devereaux too strong. Jaden Smith on the rebound. Look ahead. Again, they beat the Mounties down floor. Gilmore can't make it. Demaric Mercer with the steal. Mercer the push for Smith. Jaden Smith, calm three-pointer. He's got that much time. That's going to be too easy for Jaden Smith. Powder can't score, and it's Demaric Mercer who will push. Mercer, corner kick. Results in a layup for Gilmore. The drive from the wing. Lead now 25. Timeout taken at 20. And a 5-0 run for the Mystic Sets. Travel violation, couple subs. Tector Ferguson for the Mounties. Gillett Matheson and Nickel Brine, number 11. I think Brine's first action of the afternoon here for the Mystics. Barron in low, finishes that. Matheson with a hand in the passing lane that time. .16 on the shot clock as Norris inbound, 3:47 to go in the half. Norris lost the handle. Turning inside, Sam Gillett. Ferguson power step, scores, going to go to the line to shoot two. Gillett picks up the foul here. Fourth team foul for the Mystics, only one for the Mounties in this quarter. Brine with a triple. Jaden Smith, delivery for Matheson. Ferguson, athletic save on the rebound for Norris. Back for Ferguson. Good patience, good score, Rashawn Ferguson, great effort. Full credit there to Ferguson. Matheson tries Tector a second time and draws the foul. Baseline inbounds coming for the Mount. Jonas Monroe will check back in. Jonas is in for Ryan Norris. Matheson for Smith. Step back. Rebound Ferguson. Off for Jonas Monroe. Inside for Powder. Back out for Ferguson on the drive and layup. Product of Nassau Bahamas and Victory Rock Prep is Rashawn Ferguson. Gillett for Brine. Brine can't get that one to go through. Asidu draws contact. Foul goes on number 22 for the Mystics. Mackay Paris out of Truro in his first year. Missed Mackay checking in there. Off for Brine. Gillett can't make. Rebound is for Gilmore. Asidu for Monroe. Devereaux. Tector. Matheson. Matheson. Thought he was getting right to the tin again. Jaden Smith. Drive, scores 2 more points. 30-point bulge. We were 8 coming into this quarter. Plus 22 quarter. Big scoring for the Mystics. Opportunity to get more here as Nikhil Brine's ahead of the back. Just too many times the Mystics are beating the Mounties. Down court, Mounties going to have to get on their horse. Get back on D. Jonas Monroe makes a 3. Final 20 seconds of the first half. Shot clock is on, slight differential. I'd say less than a second or about a second. There's 10. Outside for Smith. Monroe with the steal. Monroe tripped up from behind. That's called an unsporty on Jaden Smith. Those will be 2 and the ball, with 2.8 seconds left on the clock. Towel, and we're going to have the Icky shuffle here from Spencer Jeffrey. There's a little cleanup of the floor. After that, last play that sent Monroe to the court. Ryan Norris in for Simon Tector. Monroe makes the first. Gus Monroe, 14 points, 5.5 boards, just about 2 assists a game last season. 72% from the line. Makes both. Norris missed on the inbounds. We're going to go to halftime. 60-33 is the halftime score. So that's a 37-18 quarter. That's a big one in favor of MSVU. Come on back, 15 minutes or less. I'll have second half action here from 2024 edition of the Ken Gould. Mounties stuck a bunch against the Mystics. Hi fans, welcome back to the LB Gym. Bill Gibson, you're watching coverage of the 2024 Ken Gould. Halftime of game 2 of the day, first men's action of day 2, where it's Mount St. Vincent University Mystics a whole bunch. Mount Allison Mounties not near enough here at halftime. 60-33. Massive second quarter. 37-16. Powering the really big lead here for the Mystics. And they were just beating Mounties down court a whole bunch that first half. Coaches Weber and Chase, the last two into the gym here. The Mounties collecting themselves together as a group of players here. Lots of opportunity to improve this half. Minor coming up, Tommy's action. Stu Women and UNBSJ Seawolves, Stu Men and the Seawolves at 6. Get yourself down here at the LB Gym. This should be both great games. That's St. John team. Really deep group this year, and the Tommies really talented as well. Should be a great battle. It was a great battlefield last night. The Mystics over the Tommies, and the Tommies counted themselves really well against this good Mystics team. Had a chance to tie with a three-pointer with under 15 seconds to go. Ended up losing by 5. Really like that if you're in Tommy land. We'll talk a bit about the Tommies here through the second half. It is the Tommies tournament we're hosting. And unless the Mounties are going to big comeback in them here, it's going to be just a whole lot of more of the same. There's Ferguson on the outside for Devereaux. Back in for Ferguson. They're not going to beat the shot clock. Out of the pack with it is Jackson Smith. It was a shot miss for Gillett. Set your lineups here for MSVU. Smith, Matheson, Keegan Farron, and Sam Gillett. For Mount A, Devereaux, Norris, Ferguson, Monroe, and Asidu. 3 to shoot. Gillett did get rim, but barely. Devereaux on the push out. Little fancy dribble behind the back. Jonas Monroe. After today's action, more to come tomorrow. There's Devereaux with a made long 2. Got the play blown down here by referee Matt Whipple. Looking for the towel. Gifford throws the towel onto the floor. And it is Matt Whipple doing the icky shuffle. Seawolves, Tommies, women's action up next. Out of bounds off the Mystics, over to Mount A. Mount A down 25, 8:23 to go here in this half. I will say, it does seem to be shorthanded. No Keith Rowan today was the starting guard. Make a big difference. And, of course, Manuel Adunia not available. Is he still in injury recovery mode? Norris from well behind the arc is good. He can shoot it from a long way away, can Ryan Norris. That's NBA range, that one. Easy score that time for Gillett. Monroe answers with 2. Mounties competing a little better to start this half anyway. Matheson scores. Matheson was out with 9 early points. There's another 5 quick ones right there for Isaac Matheson. Explosive Mystic offense. Devereaux picked off by Matheson. Matheson beats Ryan Norris. And 7 quick points again for Matheson early in this quarter. Monroe with the shot. Devereaux too strong, rebound Farron. Jaden Smith. Farron, Gillett. Front rim 3, rebound Ferguson. Matheson collects a rebound. Pass literally off Keegan Farron from Jaden Smith. Straight back to Jaden Smith, and Jackson Smith makes a 3 off that one. I don't know if I've ever seen a pass that hard off somebody's arm who wasn't paying attention and result in such a good play. A lot of folks here wanted to travel on that one. Clearing the boards, though, is Gillett. Timeout on the floor. 72-40 is the score. So a 12-7 start to the quarter for the Mystics. They pick up where they left off. Get the words right here. Reminder to come, your host Tommy's in women's action. Charlie Connor, special game yesterday, 29 points, 10 rebounds. Women's team offense tapered off in the second half. It was a come from behind win by the Mystics, but competitive game. Expect more of that from the Tommies in women's action. And Tommy, man, that was a great game last night against these Mystics. Played them right down to the wire. In fact, it was a come from behind win by the Mystics yesterday. They trailed going into the fourth quarter and had a strong fourth quarter. Stu just couldn't get a couple key buckets down the stretch. Of course, the chance to tie with the three-pointer from Vince Littleton that just didn't drop. It was a great look with about, let's say, 15 or less seconds on the clock. I think it was 13.8 when it was inbounded, something like that. Jaden Smith doesn't get it to go. Jonas Monroe controls the boards. Knocked away by Jaden Smith for Isaac Matheson. Jaden Smith not going to get the opportunity as Jonas Monroe has the foul. Free throw is made. Ferguson all the way to the bucket for 2 points. Farron works down low, scores. Really impressed with Keegan Farron here this weekend through a game and 3 quarters, call it. Had really good looks getting a low post position established. Travel on Ferguson. Here comes the big fella, Malik Jamal Kador. There he is in the low post. He's going to back in, score 2 points. I don't know if the Mounties got anyone that can stop that big body from that close to the basket. I don't know that too many teams in this league are going to have anybody that can stop Kador from in that close on the offensive end. Has picked up a few fouls in short minutes here in both games, so that bears to be watched for Kador. Luxury when you're giving that big body at 6'10" off the bench for the Mystics. Punches that one away from Ferguson. Jackson Smith, Jaden Smith. Back for Jackson. Spin move doesn't go. Rebound, Asidu. 3:35 to go in the third. Powder on the take. Ahead of the pack, Gillett. Nice long pass there for the touchdown 2-pointer. Ferguson slips the screen, scores 2. Inside for Kador. Fouled by Ferguson. Not sure Kador needed the dribble there. Whoa, subs everywhere here. Looks like we've got 4 new bodies for the Mystics. 6 is Cayenne Farron. 14, Sam Gilmore. 8 is Demerick Mercer with the ball. 4 is Adam Callahan, and Kador stays on. Farron, Mercer. Oh, they were looking for Kador on the roll. Kador thought Mercer was going to shoot it. There's a shooter there in Norris. Rebound fought for out of bounds. There's Trevor Doucette, number 12 for Mount A. He's in on that play. Brennan Devereaux in for Ryan Norris. Simon Tector will inbound. Another takeaway by the Mystics. Mercer got a hand on it into the hands of Callahan. Callahan for Mercer for Farron. I think Demerick Mercer might have been your better shooter there in that time on the take instead of the extra pass to Farron. Good thought, though, on Mercer's part. Sometimes maybe a little bit more selfish for Mercer. It's easy for me to say up here after the play. He's going to make that decision in real time. Monroe, 3. Mercer right to the bucket that time. Easy decision there. Monroe tries it again. Rebound Callahan, big board. Callahan gets in deep outside Cador. Launches a jump shot too strong. Rebound Doucette for Devereaux. Mercer can't get that to go off the glass, and the Mounties push to the front court. Final minute of Q3. Devereaux outside Powder. Three-pointer short. Mercer on the board. Ahead for Callahan. Callahan's got room. Banker doesn't go. Rebound Monroe. Devereaux gets Cador in the air. Rebound Mercer. Tommy women will be in the green and gold today. Dark jerseys for the Tommies. They're coming up next after the next quarter of play here. Yourself down here to the gym if you're watching along. Not much to be decided in this one in quarter four. Don't see Mount A making comeback down this many. So hop in your car, come on down and get here for the 4 o'clock contest, Stu women and UMBSJ. Stu women hosting nationals, so you're going to want to see them as much as you possibly can this season. And then, of course, Stu men and UNBSJ. That should be a heated one as well. SJ's made no bones about it. They are gunning for a championship in their home gym. They said it as far back as last March in Charlottetown when they were defeated in the quarterfinals. That's a big leap to go from losing in the quarters to winning the championship. They are aiming for it. They've already played 9 preseason, 2 more left. Well, they'll be 11. And they'll open the preseason, or open the regular season, pardon me, right here, Friday night. That's going to be the 25th. Hard to believe we're this far through October already against Stu. 6 and 8 women at 6, men at 8. That men's team, as I say, are gunning for the championship. They're deep. They're good. Still questions remain, though. Still lots of questions with that team. And you can bet the Tommies are going to want to come out and show them what they've got today in preparation for the season and for next Friday when things really start to count. SJ women's team, they're, I'll say, in another growth year. New coach Moira Gagnol. Seems to be a new attitude about the program this season, which didn't bear positive results in the win column last night here, but I have no doubt in Moira's tenure with the Seawolves that program will be one to be reckoned with in the Atlantic Collegiate Athletic Association. So many high schools around St. John, so many good players in that area. Even if you manage to recruit local, you ought to be able to put together a pretty good club. And of course, some unique programs there as well at UNBSJ that aren't in other schools. But here it's going to be all eyes on the Tommies. In play here in the 4th quarter. Gilmore shoots it over Ferguson. Cador tries for the hand on the rebound. Off to Tector. Tector for Norris. Devereaux. Bothered by Mercer. Norris in the corner. Tough guy to leave open, but he doesn't make it. Ferguson gets the tip on the rebound. There's Cador on the second shot. Mercer, your hands off to Callahan. Now Cador. Cador shoots the long one, and it goes through. That's only a 2 for Cador, showing the soft touch. Callahan a deflection. Tommy Asidu in. for Gabe Powder. 8:37 to go in this contest. Only thing really in doubt, your final score here. Two Tommy women walking by Charlie Connors, who had outstanding game yesterday. 6 3-pointers among her 29 points. And Paige LeBlanc. LeBlanc will be looking for a little bounce back after a tough shooting day yesterday. Callahan on the inside doesn't get that to go. Devereaux on the board. Fedor to beat the shot clock, front rimmer. Ferguson, length of the court dribble, handoff corner. What's he do? Norris. Knocked out of bounds with 1 second on the shot clock here. Going to have to be a quick shot here for Mount A. Timeout. Mounties and Mitch Weber. Good opportunity here, even though you're down a bunch. At 84-47. 1 second on the shot clock. You might need this 1 second play at some point in time in the future from a baseline out of bounds this season, when a game might be more hanging in the balance. Let's see what Coach Weber has in the bag of tricks to draw up here out of the inbounds play. Former Coach Chapman on hand here again for Mount A to look across the gym. Around yesterday as well. It's hard to get basketball coaches out of the gym, no matter whether they are involved or not. Let's check the play there. There's the release. Devereaux. Callahan. Presses play on the playlist. A little traveling music. That's Mikhail Bryan checking back in, number 11. Monroe stops, pops, good. Door takes the outside one again and drains it. Norris. Ferguson attacks the rebound. Pops back out to Devereaux, who makes a three. Some muted cheers from the Mounties. Gilmore, nice move. Can't get the shot to fall. Gilmore with the save. Farron can't answer with a 3. Asidu ahead for Norris. Norris can't score. Ferguson can't get the rebound to go. Demaric Mercer. Shooter out of the corner, my blind spot. Makes a triple. It was Sam Gilmore. Monroe can't answer, rebound Mercer. 5:20 to go here in game 2. Gilmore tried it again, that one rimmed out. Monroe, one on everyone, now kicks out for Norris. That one doesn't drop. Game getting a little ragged here. Nickel Brine probably should have had 2 points there. Great look from Mercer. Ferguson doesn't get it to drop, and Ferguson on the rebounding foul. In for the Mystics is 22, Mackay Paris. Sebastian Tector, number 13, in for Mount A. Gilmore, fake and go. Scores it off glass for the N1. Be a foul on Ryan Norris. Powder in, Norris out. One shot for Gilmore, second foul on Norris. Rebound cleared. Nice take by Sebastian Tector. Brine looking for the second and third tap there. Can't get it to go. Gillett in for Mercer. Powder spin shot. Rebound pass ahead for Brine again. And again, Brine can't get a fork in it. Great work to get out ahead of the pack a few times here for Brine, but a little too rushed and not enough finish. Dribble move there as this is devolving into a 1-on-5 contest here at each end of the court. Final 3 or 4 minutes here. It was really the second quarter of the game got out of hand for Mount A. Devereaux miss, rebound Mystics. Ferron. Gillett, Gilmore, Ferron, nope, pardon me, Gillett. One-footed step back from 15. Doucette stops, pops behind the arc, 3. Step back answer, Gillett, no good. Gonna be tough to watch some of this as coaches. Nothing's really being executed here. Both ends of the court. It's a bunch of guys trying to beat the other team one-on-one. Brine spins, kicks back. Paris on the miss, gets the own rebound. Gillett to Gilmore for 3. Sub in Simon Tector. Sebastian Tector off glass, no good. Gets the rebound, kicks out Simon. Gabe Powder, front rim. Bryan again way ahead of the pack. Going to try a 3 this time. Better success from far away for Nikhil Bryan. Full 40-point lead now, 97-57. Make it 38 as Doucette scores 2. So a couple of big margins to start the day. Mystics women by a bunch over UKC. Mystic men by a whole bunch over Mount Allison. Tommy women and men against the Seawolves coming up next. Same Tommy channel, same Tommy place. And they're just going to pull it up. This is going to be our final here. 97-59, 38-point victory for MSVU. As I said, off the top of the half, MSVU a whole bunch. Mount Allison, not nearly enough. That's the way it ended. Could have just called it right there at that halftime score. Said your final 97-59. Quick time check here. We had 3:32, so we're back on time for our 4 o'clock start. It'll be the Tommy women, UNBSJ women. Top of the hour, come on back. Tommy TV, I'm Bill Gibson for everyone here at St. Thomas. Thanks for tuning in to this one. Come on back. Let's hope the next couple are closer.